everyone. Welcome to Arts at a Distance. My name is Miss Noel. I am the Arts Education Consultant with Merced County Office of Ed. And today on this What in the World Wednesday, we are going to work on media art once again. So media art, as we probably know by now, is something that combines multiple art forms and that, generally speaking, is done with technology. That being said, I am very sensitive to the fact that not all of us have access to the same technology. I, for example, don't do very well with tech. I do well with paper, I do well with markers, I do well with scissors. When it comes to computers, they're just not my thing. But I can still do media art and I love doing it. So what we're gonna do today is something that I call Robot Dance Party, and it's really, really fun. First of all, let's gather our materials, shall we? You need 1 to 2 pieces of paper. In an ideal world, you wouldn't need paper, you would need note cards, like index cards. That being said, I know I have them and I still can't find them around my crazy studio. So instead of forcing the issue, I went ahead and used paper, scissors, or if your grown-up isn't around or if you're not comfortable using scissors by yourself, you can always rip the pieces of paper, and something to write with. Like always, I want you guys to see what I write, so I used darker colors, bigger markers, but you guys are more than welcome to use pencil or pen as well. Crayons, make these as pretty as you want them to, okay? So the way that we warm up for something like this is, because we are going to be moving our body a little bit, I specifically wrote things that aren't going to have me moving much because I'm going to be writing on paper, so I chose to kind of film it this way. But you can actually do this with your whole body in play, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to warm up the parts of our body that we're using today in this exercise, which is our hands. We're going to make sure we shake out our hands. Very, very nice. We're going to move our upper body a little bit back and forth because we're going to be doing that too. We're going to work out just briefly our neck. Now, we definitely don't want to roll our neck in big circles because what that ends up doing is crunching the back of your head, right? The back of your neck, and that can be dangerous for you. But instead, we're going to work out our neck by looking in this direction, looking in that direction, looking up, very gently. Think about a soft fruit on the back of your neck that keeps your neck from collapsing back. And then look down as well. One more time, we're gonna look this direction, gently up, and gently down. And if we want to move our face in a little bit of a circle this way, and then a little bit of a circle that way, my hair is in my face, oh no, okay. That's just fine. We're also gonna roll our shoulders a little bit. We're gonna roll them forward. We're gonna roll them back. And we're gonna do my favorite thing that warms up our brain, where we roll one shoulder forward and the other one back. I'm proud of you guys for trying this. This is very difficult. Can we go the other way? Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Awesome. Excellent. Woo! Well, good. I'm feeling a little bit warmed up here. Very nice. So the way that Robot Dance Party works, you have to have an understanding of the general rules of what we would use coding. When you are coding something, which you can find some really good resources for this on mcoe.org/distance learning, you can find my particular content area, and you can find some really cool websites in there in the media arts page that are kind of an introduction to the idea of coding as it exists in a simplified world. What that is placing instructions in a row to be able to give to a computer or an application or something like that. So the way that we simplify this in our Robot Dance Party is that we are gonna make specific movements for our robot to do, okay? The robot being ourselves, whee! So the way that we're gonna start out with this is we are gonna take our pieces of paper and we're gonna create 4 cards for each of these pieces of paper. I have 2 right here, so we're gonna end up with 8 cards. You're gonna fold the piece of paper in half first, and then in half the other way. just like that. And once you have those obvious, not squares, but rectangles, those 4 quadrants of the paper, you're going to be able to rip or cut them out. That is what is going to create. I'm going to rip these. And rip them again the other way. And that's what's going to create our cards that are going to hold our instructions. So if we are being super control freaks, we want to make sure that our instructions go in a specific way, right? I know you guys have all practiced making sure someone does something exactly the way you want them to do it. Making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, for example, or folding laundry or something like that. If you don't give instructions super duper specifically, things are going to get a little crazy. But the cool thing about the dance party that we're going to be doing is we're going to get to see the result of when these particular instructions that we're about to create get messed up, okay? Get put into a different order. So first, we have to actually put instructions on these sheets of paper. I am going to, as an example, use stuff like throw your hands up. By writing throw your hands up, I'm going to go whee like that, like I'm on a roller coaster. The other thing I'm going to write is slump down. Slump down, which would look to me like this. Almost like a robot powering down, right? Power back up, move the hair. So if I were to have the cards in the order in which I wrote them, I would see throw your hands up, slump down, which my robot would interpret as but when these orders get mixed up a little bit and I see them this way, slump down followed by throw your hands up, then I'm going to go in the opposite direction. Start with a slump and then move into throwing my hands into the air. So what I've created here is several cards, 8 of them specifically, that already have commands on them. Let's look at what they are. I have look left. I have look right. I have clap once. Clap twice. Look up. Look down. Nod twice. Big smile. That's super fun. The thing is that what I was doing while showing these actions to you is I was always coming back to a neutral position. What's really fun is when we realize that without that neutral in the middle, when I see look left followed by look right, that instruction to me reads as look to the left. And then when I look in my right direction, I'm facing the front again. So depending on where these go in the order, it's going to change the entire orientation of our robot. Isn't that cool? Let's practice. We're going to take these, I'm going to get this out of the way. My desk is always covered with paper. I wonder why. We're going to take these and we are going to mix them all up, shuffle, 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 to create our robot dance party. What I hope you guys do at home as you go forth and use this in your life, what I hope that you do is add in other really cool things. I want you to add in floss. And I want you to add in 2 steps forward or 2 steps back or ballerina twirl. Honestly, anything that you've been learning in a dance class, anything that you've been learning in a music class, anything that you've been practicing with your siblings or your grown-up, all of those things can be used in something like this. The entire point of it is to make sure, all I'm doing is looking to make sure they're all still facing upright. See, this one is different. The only thing you want to do is make sure that you are able to always follow it without coming back to a neutral position, okay? That's what makes your robot really able to work within the structure that we've set. It's a brand new mindset. It's good for your brain to practice. Are we ready? Let's see what we've got. Clap twice. Look left. Clap once. Look down. See how I'm now looking down and to the left? Oh, this is boring. Big smile. But you can't see me because I'm down here. What a shame. Big smile. Look up. Whew. I'm still smiling and I'm still looking to the left. I'm just now looking up. Look right. Now I'm smiling and face up. Nod twice. That is how we play Robot Dance Party. You want to play again? I certainly do. Let's see. Again, we're going to mix up all of these cards. Mix up, mix up. The other thing that I would recommend you doing to bring more people into the fold is to find a grown-up or a sibling or someone else who is willing to play this with you, so that instead of constantly checking the cards, and there can be as many cards as you want, put as many different commands on here as you can possibly think of. But instead of you having to check them yourself, I would strongly encourage you to find a sibling or a grown-up or a friend who is there with you who can read them for you. And that way all you have to do is hear and interpret the commands. Then that person can take turns with you taking the cards and them trying a robot dance party. And I know that this is not something that you guys are thinking of while doing this, but what you're doing is actually practicing some of the skills involved in coding. These are going to be things that you work on once you get to that level, okay? So let's try this. Then my neutral, I'm going. Clap once. Look down. Clap twice. Look left. Big smile. See how I'm still looking down and left? Look right. Look up. And nod twice. Robot dance party, guys. Super fun, super fun. The last thing that I will encourage you to do is, instead of mixing them up, work on making someone a robot and having them complete a task the way that you need them to. You've got a pile of laundry on one side of the room and an empty dresser on the other side. How do you get someone to pick up a piece of laundry, fold it, turn, walk toward the dresser, open a drawer, put the piece of laundry in, and then close the door? That's a lot of steps in there, and it will take some time. And obviously you don't want to mix them up the same way, but it's a great exercise for your brain once you're done with the dance party portion of what it is we like to do here. Thank you guys for joining us for What in the World Wednesday and exploring some media art. without a computer screen. I so appreciate your presence. Arts at a Distance is going to be back with you every single morning, and we are so excited to continue to bring you the resources that we have at mcoe.org/distance learning as well. There's 3 things I need from you. Remember, stay safe, be happy, and make art. Bye, guys.